I am Shalu Agrawal, TGT English, Kendra Vidyalaya Guna. Today we are going to study a wonderful chapter of class 10, chapter 7, Glimpses of India, part 2, Coorg. Coorg is a beautiful place of India. It is often considered to be heaven on earth. You know the meaning of heaven? Paradise on earth. So let's start. To begin with, first of all, I would like to tell you about the situation, the location of Coorg. It is located between Mysore and Mangalore. Coorg is such a beautiful place which is located between two cities of Mysore and Mangalore. Coorg is also known as Kodagu. And let me add one more point for you over here is that it is the smallest district of Karnataka. Children, as all of you are very well aware that your pre-boards are going to be conducted in objective type pattern. So I have prepared the chapter for you in objective type pattern only so that it will be useful for you to prepare for board exams. So you just jot down the points that I have written over here. Coorg located between Mysore and Mangalore. Second thing is, it is also known as Kodagu, and the basic thing that you have to remember is that it is the smallest district of Karnataka. Now the next point about Coorg is what it is famous for. In very simple language I have made it for you that Coorg is famous for coffee, spices and rainforest. Now notable thing over here is that rainforests cover 30% of the total area of Coorg. Rainforest means the amount of rainfall which is dropped over here is quite good, and as a result Coorg is full of lush green forest, and nearly 30% of its total areas is full of lush green rainforest. Now the next point is, what is the best time to visit Coorg? As I told you, Coorg is a tourist destination, and every tourist destination has a particular time when the tourists visit over there and enjoy their stay. So the best time to visit Coorg is September to March. September to March is the best suitable time for you or for all the tourists to plan and visit the beauty of Coorg. Now we talk about the origin of Coorgi people. As far as origin of Coorg is concerned, it is said that the people over there either belong to Greek origin or they belong to Arabic origin. Now there is a theory that why it is said that the people of Coorg belong to Greek origin. Actually, all of you are aware that Alexander invaded India, and a part of Alexander's army, they settled down in Coorg because they were unable to go back to Greece. Now the part of Alexander's army which settled down in Coorg, those soldiers, they married the local women, and as they married the local women, the traditions and their culture can be seen even today. The Greek culture can be seen even today in their food habits and everything that they do. Now talking about Arabic culture. Why it is said that the Coorg people are of Arabic descent? The reason behind this fact is the dress. Actually, the Coorg people wear a dress called kupia. Kupia. K-U-P-P-I-A. And what is kupia? It is a long black coat with embroidered waist belt. A long black coat with embroidered waist belt is worn by the people of Coorg, which is known as kupia. And actually what happened is that this kupia resembles kuffia, K-U-F-F-I-A, and this is the dress which is worn by Arabs. So because the dress worn by Arabs and Coorg people are quite similar, that's why it is said that maybe it is possible that the people of Coorg have Arabic descent, right? Okay, now I hope these many points are very clear to all of you. Okay, now coming to the next point. As far as the men of Coorg are concerned, they are considered to be very, very brave, very, very valiant. They are known for their valor. And you must be happy to know that there is a Coorg regiment in Indian Army which is very famous for its bravery. And one more fact is there. The first chief of Indian Army, General Cariappa, even he was a Kurgi. He belonged to Kurg. So this example is enough to let you know that how brave the men of Kurg are. Next thing, just I have jotted down the main points so that you people can see it and remember the main points about this chapter. The river that flows through this area, through this city is Kaveri. Kaveri is the river which flows in Kurg, and the fish which thrives in this river, the breed of the fish is Mahasir. You always remember, river is Kaveri and the name of fish is Mahasir. Now coming to the next point, as I told you in the beginning only, that Kurg is a very famous tourist destination. Now definitely when the people will go over there, they would like to enjoy over there. So what are the different sports and activities which are offered to the people or the tourists who go over? A number of attractions and sports are offered to the tourists who come to Kurg to spend their time. Let me tell you the name of famous sports. First is river rafting, second is canoeing, third is rock climbing, next is mountain biking. I am sure some of you must have enjoyed doing these sports activities once in your life. So these are the various adventures that the tourists visiting over there are offered. Next thing is, when the tourists go over there, they come across Buddhist monks also. A number of Buddhist monks can be seen over there who generally wear red and yellow robes. What is the meaning of robes? The meaning of robes is clothes. The Buddhist monks are seen in Kurg wearing red and yellow clothes. So the misty hills are there. Misty hills full of mist, full of might. Beautiful mighty hills are seen in Kurg. Lush green forests are also over there. And this place is full of rich flora and fauna. Let me tell you something about flora and fauna. Flora means plants and fauna means animals. Now when we talk about animals, which type of animals are found over here? Langurs are there, squirrels are there, macaques are there, elephants are there. This range of animals are also found in Kurg, which add to the beauty of sight. And all these things together, the mighty hills, the lush green forest, the animals, the plant kingdom, all these things, they cast a spell on the visitors. Cast a spell on the visitors? That means they prove to be magical for all the visitors who happen to visit Kurg. So this is the best place whenever the people are free. It is the best place to visit and spend quality time. The best part is that Kurg can be reached through airways also, through roadways also and railways also. So just let me revise the chapter once again with you. Just have a look quickly at all the points. Kurg, located between Mysore and Bangalore. It is also known as Kodagu and it is the smallest district of Karnataka in south. It is famous for coffee, spices and rainforest, and the rainforest covers 30% of total area of Kurg. Best time to visit Kurg is September to March. You people can note down these points in your copy, and whenever you revise for the chapter, these points are definitely going to help you a lot while preparing for board exams. Origin, Greek or Arabic. The people of Kurg are said to be of Greek or Arabic origin. The dress they wear is kufiya, which resembles kufia, which is worn by Arabs. The men of Kurg are said to be brave, full of valor, and Kurg regiment is also a part of Indian Army. General Cariappa, who was the first chief of Indian Army, belongs to Kurg. River Kaveri flows over here, and the fish named Mahasir is found in abundance in Kurg. The tourists who visit over there, they are offered a number of adventurous sports like river rafting, canoeing, rock climbing and mountain biking. Next is, as I told you, that the Buddhist monks can also be seen over here wearing red and yellow clothes. Lastly, the mighty hills, the lush green forest, the rich flora and fauna, all these things together, they cast a spell, prove to be magical for the people who visit over there. Lastly, I would just like to quote the saying of John Keats, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." John Keats has said, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever," and this quote is aptly suitable for the beautiful place called Coorg. So I hope that my presentation would prove to be really fruitful for all of you. Thank you and have a nice day.